Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my first impression, but also a full review of my first Serge Lutens fragrance. So I just received my order just a few seconds ago. I was actually filming something else, but I can't wait to unbox this and smell it with you. So I will do a first impression and then I will test this fragrance in the coming days and then I will do a follow-up or a review, but I will add it to this video so it will be also a full review of this fragrance. And before I do my unboxing, if you are new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Noura and on this channel I mostly talk about fragrances. I also do some random stuff, so makeup, skincare, lifestyle in general. So if you are a fragrance lover, then please consider subscribing to my channel and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload a new video. And without further ado, let's start. Okay, here are some samples and here it is. I found an amazing deal on this fragrance because it was not only discounted, I also had some points, so I could change the points for a further discount. And there was a promotion when you get a Serge Lutens fragrance, you will get also Ambre Sultan in 10 ml and this notebook as a present, as a gift. So yeah, of course I snatched it. This is actually a blind buy. I know what you are saying. Yes, I told you that I will be thinking very, very hard about my purchases from now on, but I couldn't resist because Ambre Sultan is one of the fragrances that I actually have not on my wish list, but on my test list. So I did smell this fragrance more than once, but it's again one of these fragrances that I want to have a sample or a decant of so I can play with it and really decide if I like it. I have a 10 ml, so I really have the chance to really test it and see if I want to invest in a full bottle. So on the website where I bought this fragrance, they didn't have a lot of choices when it comes to Serge Lutens, but I heard a lot of, let's say, polarizing opinion about this one. And the fragrances that I'm talking about is Féminité Du Bois. This fragrance has quite a history behind it. I know it is reformulated, so it's not like the original one that came, I think, in the 90s. I will, when I do the full review, tell you all about the history of this fragrance because it's quite interesting actually. So it makes me feel like I have a piece of history in my hand. Yeah, so let's unbox it. Here we have the box and let's like the fragrance box. And here it is. They gave me also this, so you will unscrew this top and put the one with the sprayer inside. So that makes me wonder if this is refillable. I don't know. I have no idea. This is the first time I buy a fragrance from Serge Lutens, so I absolutely don't know. So the final bottle is like that. This is a 50 ml. Now let's spray this baby and see. I will spray it on my hands because I'm not wearing any fragrance. Okay, let me say that the opening, it's not bad, but not exactly what I expected. Okay. Okay, it's changing. It's changing quite like very quickly. Let me tell you, this is quite unusual. Oh. Now it's getting more like what I have imagined this fragrance to smell like. The opening was a little bit sharp, but yeah. This is gorgeous. They say this is a polarizing scent. Oh my god, this is so good. I love it. I absolutely love it. So when I bought this fragrance, I looked up the notes, but I have to say, I don't remember any. So yeah, this is what I am getting. I'm getting woody, of course, a woody, spicy. I definitely get cinnamon here. Oh, it's gorgeous. And a very nice sweet touch. I think there is dried fruit here. I don't know if there are in the notes, but I'm getting a little bit of this dry fruit touch. A hint of booziness. There is definitely like vanilla, benzoin, amber, you know, these kind of notes. Oh my god, this is mind-blowing. I love it. I'm not a fan of the opening, I have to tell you. The opening was a little bit sharp, a little bit, yeah, the opening has this vintage style to it that I was a little bit but now, oh my god, it's beautiful. Definitely more for a mature woman, and definitely this is more suitable for a mature woman. But it's gorgeous if you love woody, spicy, with a touch of gourmand fragrances, then definitely you have to check this one. Oh my god, I am totally in love. I am so happy that I blind bought this one. Oh my god, I like it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I now have a piece of history also. I can't imagine how like the old formulation was, because people who are familiar with the older formulation say that this is nothing like the masterpiece like the original one is. I mean, how can it get even better than that? Very sexy, alluring in a dark, mysterious way. Oh my god, this is yes. I'm so happy that I blind bought this one, and with the price, oh god, I love it. So my first impression on Serge Lutens Féminité Du Bois is absolutely a masterpiece. So that is my first impression. I will test this fragrance in the coming days, and then I will insert my follow-up here. Hi, I'm back. So it has been a couple of days since I tested this beautiful fragrance, and let me tell you, I am totally in love. This fragrance speaks to me on a very deep level. You can't even imagine. This is so beautiful. This is one of the most beautiful fragrances I've ever smelled in my life. On my skin it shines and blossoms, and every time I wear it I'm like, I smell good, if I may say so. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know what is it about this fragrance, but really it speaks to me on a very, very deep level. And I am very happy that I blind bought this one. I don't regret it, but I don't recommend blind buy this one. This is not everybody's cup of tea. It has a little bit of a retro vibe to it, so it's definitely for a mature woman, but not vintage. So it's not like a fragrance that I would imagine my mother to wear, but it has something. It reminds me, not that they are similar, but it reminds me of the vibe of fragrances like Poison, Opium, you know, this vibe. I don't remember if I read the notes when I did the unboxing, so I will just read them. In the top you have cedar, plum, cinnamon and peach. In the mid you have clove, you have ginger, you have orange blossom, ylang ylang, violet and rose, and in the base you have sandalwood, benzoin, musk and vanilla. And on my skin this is just a beautiful plum and cinnamon with a hint of woodiness and some cloves. This is how this fragrance smells like on my skin. It develops beautifully on my skin. I think this is one of the fragrances that everybody will have a different experience with, because on paper, don't get me wrong, it smells great on paper also, but on my skin, it just is like this amazing oriental spicy. To me, this is sophisticated, mysterious, chic woman. It gives me the vibe, as you can see, I am wearing my pearls. I imagine the woman wearing this fragrance dressed a little bit like Audrey Hepburn in like the famous dress from Givenchy in Breakfast at Tiffany's. So yeah, not the same character. I'm just talking about the style. So you know, a lot of people wear very obnoxious oriental fragrances to give this unapproachable feeling. This fragrance gives the same feeling while being polite and nice, you know? I don't like to use this term, but it smells like a little bit of old money and glamour, you know? Yeah, I don't like this term, but yeah, this fragrance really gives me this feeling. So old money and glamour, this is how I would describe this fragrance. It's definitely suited for winter time, has a little bit of a Christmassy vibe to it, maybe because of the like cinnamon, ginger, like the spices. The woodiness here is so beautiful and so elegant. I just love this fragrance. Although it's an oriental spicy fragrance, it's not loud, it's not obnoxious, it's very elegant, so it doesn't project immensely, it's not a beast in any way. Yeah, it's elegant, so yeah, it just projects in the right amount, in my opinion. It did last on my skin for 4 hours, so this is the only thing that I don't like about it. Longevity is not the best, but still, I don't care, I love it. Definitely when you spray this on your clothes, or at least this is what happened to me, you will get a different experience. So I got more of the cedar, so more of the woody tones. Yeah, on my skin it just has this beautiful plum with cinnamon. It's almost on my skin like a honeyed plum. There is no honey in the notes, but on my skin this is how this fragrance smells like. This fragrance made me now really intrigued about the whole line of Serge Lutens. I did test some fragrances, but now I just want to test all of them, especially that this one is the one that started all of it. So this fragrance has quite of a history behind it. So Féminité Du Bois was released in the 90s under Shiseido, because Serge Lutens at that time was a creative director, I think, of Shiseido, and he went to Morocco and was blown away by the culture, the smells, and especially the cedar wood. So he wanted to create a fragrance not only based on the cedar from Morocco, so the Atlas cedar, but also he wanted to express the masculine side of femininity and vice versa with this fragrance, and I have to say he nailed it. A lot of people compare this one to Dior Dolce Vita. I never smelled that one, so I can't say if they are really similar or not, but I know that the perfumer is the same, so it might be true. Anyway, so this fragrance was a revolution in its time. Nothing like that was created before. I know now it's not so revolutionary, like using cedar and like woody notes for feminine fragrances. But yeah, this is the one that started all of it, and the one that started the whole collection from Serge Lutens. So when he created his own house, he then took the fragrance in 2006, I think, and did some tweaks on it, which did upset a lot of people who smelled the original one. So he made the top a little bit softer and dry down more musky. I never smelled the original one, so I don't know, but for me this is a masterpiece. And knowing the history behind this fragrance now, I love it even more, because I am a history lover. I feel like I have a piece of history in my hand, and the fact that I absolutely adore it makes it even more special to me. Although it's a very recent purchase. This is one of my absolute favorite fragrances of all time. Yeah. Love at first sniff. I am extremely happy that I blind bought that one. Not that I'm encouraging anyone to blind buy this. Again, this is not a safe blind buy at all. It's not everybody's cup of tea, so definitely sample this one. I happen to adore it. So I highly recommend this one for definitely a mature woman, someone who loves you have to love Oriental fragrances, and you don't shy from a little bit of a retro vibe in your fragrances. Or if you like vintage fragrances like Opium and Poison, but you want it with a modern touch, yeah, definitely check Féminité Du Bois from Serge Lutens. A masterpiece and a piece of history. So yeah, that was it. This was quite a nice surprise for me, this fragrance. And I will definitely check now the rest of the fragrances from Serge Lutens because I am totally in love. I will leave link down below the video where Serge Lutens himself speaks about Féminité Du Bois and the inspiration behind it. So that was it. I hope you liked this video and you found it helpful. And if you did, please give it a thumb up. Consider subscribing to my channel and also hit the notification bell so you will get notified when I upload a new video. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao!